We are young, wild, and free. Let's begin HOTBEAT. Thursday's HOTBEAT on January 20th, 2022. We have started with a song called Love Diamond by Wiki Mickey. Hello to all of our HOTBEAT family. I'm the HOTBEAT's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only hoodie. Let's get started with the Thursday's HOTBEATs. Alright, I'm gonna get started with today's little side story from the internet. I got this as a story from one of our netizens out there in Korea. And this was the post, or I guess the text that they uploaded. It says, if I have my phone turned off for 3 days, who would the first unread text message be from? Who would have sent the most text messages? I know, they would be emergency text alerts. So although it was a little bit sad, but at the same time fun, lots of the comments were, and also likes were pressed for this post. Okay, so if I was to actually leave my phone off for a couple of days, who would I get most messages from? Well, of course, since I live with my bandmates and since I'm, still in W24, if I had my phone turned off for 3 whole days and they wouldn't know about it, probably my bandmates will be the ones that will be calling me crazily and be like, where are you, where are you, where are you? But if it was in my situation when I was back in university, I think it would have been my best friend. Yeah. She right now is in the military service. And, she's an official, I guess, worker there. But yeah, I think it would be her. Because with her, we would share everything and she would probably know my schedule. But if she knew that my phone was off for a couple of hours or a couple of days, I think she would have called me at least like 20 times or more. I think like 20 times per day. But just like an FYI, I actually never turn off my phone. Although I might not answer my phone or I might not look at my phone, but I never have turned off my phone ever in my life. So, yeah, I guess that's a little TMI. Another with like text, probably my mother. No, actually, my mom and I usually text each other around. We call each other maybe like one time every 2 weeks. Yeah. Although people might say that's so little, but I think that's enough for for overseas parentings. It's so hard to always like match the time difference. Because here in Peru, it's like 14-hour difference. So think about it. Like every time I'm at night, there's morning. And every time here's morning, there's night. So usually it's me who's calling her at night and she's always picking up in the mornings. That's usually the time difference that we always thrive for. But anyways, yes. I think it's normal. Yeah. And isn't it normal to always keep your phone on, Hoppy fam? Anyways, I'll ask this to Ivan as well after we come back after Ssup because we have to come back with our Thursday segment stuck in the middle, A or B. The song right now is 전화해요 Please by Omega X. Time to find out your choice between 2 answers to a difficult dilemma. Stuck in the middle, A or B? I hope this person would send me text messages while my phone is off. Although, no, actually, I think he might. Ivan, welcome back!
Hello, everyone. It's Ivan in the studio again. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
What's up? And
yeah.
Of course, Howon, I would obviously not send you a text while your phone is off.
Of course.
Because I would call you instead, right?
I know that, yeah, of course I know that.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the only time I actually texted you was when you were quarantined.
No, you texted me before.
Did we?
Yeah.
What? Oh, right.
It was like for
it was for like a short meetup or something.
Yeah. And it was not. And you asked me some questions, and
I think I sent you like Happy New Year thing too.
Yeah.
But you never texted me first. So what's going on here?
I haven't.
I don't think you haven't sent me a text in advance.
Yeah.
Howon, we got a lot of
Sorry.
catching up to do here. I'm hurt. I feel hurt.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, seriously, but this could be like a little
Just kidding.
TMI.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, make
usually-
yourself a good excuse. Go for it.
I usually am not the type who texts first.
Am I then?
That's true. That's true. But yeah.
It is the loophole. No going out from here.
Yeah, I'm a
So
bad person.
I'll be waiting for your text message, okay? Very soon.
I'm a bad person.
No, you're not.
That's
No,
all I'm
you're
gonna
not.
say.
But
Yeah.
same here. Like I kind of totally agree with you on the
Mm.
fact that who keeps their phones off intentionally?
Yeah,
nowadays? 'Cause,
not-
like
A phone is like a need. these
exactly.
days.
Now it's like a part of our lifestyle.
Yeah, if you
Without it, nothing's possible.
You can't do anything.
Exactly. But the only time I'm actually separated from my phone is when I unintentionally forget to bring my phone out when I'm walking my dog.
That's a different
It
situation. I
is,
think.
to be honest, guys, it is such a refresh to your daily lives. Because like just being tagged off from these
internet.
like digital, mobile,
Yeah.
ubiquitous device,
Yeah,
it brings you so much feeling of liberation in a way.
Yeah.
So it's recommendable, actually.
I agree
Mm-hmm.
and disagree at the same time.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the middle. AOD.
Are you?
Yeah.
That is one of the main reasons why I never preferred having those like smart watches.
Oh,
Because like when you like leave your phone at home unintentionally, you could just live off a day without it, right?
I thought about getting one of those.
Yeah. I mean,
and I started thinking about it,
Mhm.
and I was like, no,
it chains you down,
I don't want to do that.
right?
Yeah, I have my phone. Why would I need to have something else in my wrist that tells me like the messages?
Exactly. I
like-
mean, you're physically connected
yeah,
to the device.
Yeah,
So like, me
use an
too.
analog. You know,
But some people love it. Some people love the fact that
Some
they're
people
always
do.
connected 24/7. But for me, like, I don't think that really works out.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
I think workers for workers. I think it's a good device.
It is. It is.
Yeah, because especially if you have like your bag and it's like heavy and you don't want to have it in your your cell phone. Sorry, if you have your cell phone and you have it in your bag and you don't want to have it like in your hands, probably having like your watch with you and watching it very easily.
Or a better
that
purpose,
situation, yeah.
like working out.
Yeah,
Right, when you're like running on a treadmill or
Yeah.
doing your push-ups or whatever.
Right.
That could be really helpful.
And actually, recently changed my phone to a bigger one.
Oh,
It's pretty huge.
congrats! It is big.
So I actually would understand why they would use the watches
now
more.
I have
It's
those like
really
smaller
heavy.
phones. Okay, it is heavy. It's like
It is.
double times my phone.
This actually happened to me last night. I was watching my phone on my bed and
Did
it fell on my face.
Oh no! You gotta be careful with that one. That could literally take a tooth out of you.
Back when
Be
when it was
cautious.
when it was the smallest one, it didn't hurt. Like, literally, it didn't hurt. This one hurts
Yeah,
so bad.
I mean, it looks like a weapon. Like it's so shiny and
I think I
like
still have like a bruise.
you
on
might
my,
be
yeah.
careful. You need one of those like arms that can hold on to it.
Yeah,
Those stands.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's what you need.
This is very huge
funny.
TMI.
We're giving you so much TMI
I
today.
know. So in the beginning of today's actually HOTBEAT, I was talking about we were talking about not having the phones. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, who do you contact the most often in a day? Is my question for you.
Like,
Who's your number one contactor?
Probably like my grandma,
Oh,
because like she's literally living like in the next building of mine.
oh, that's cute.
And then because they're sick, I need to like consistently like be
Check
aware
up
of their
on them.
conditions. and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, we talk a lot. And she always calls me "밥 먹었니?
Oh,
Did you eat?" Especially on the weekend.
Does she make you food?
Yeah, she does. She does. So it's I do have nice warm family time over the weekend.
I
so
love grandma.
usually on the
food.
weekend, my phone is just ringing consistently from my grandma and grandpa.
Oh, that's
So,
cute.
Yeah. What about you?
But it's so nice how they respect like your daily lives.
They do.
And like on weekends,
They do.
only like they
But you
contact
know
on
what's
weekends.
sad? When I'm working at home on music, they're like, "Don't you have work to do?" Because like for them, it's like there's no such thing as working at home.
At home, yeah.
It's like they need you to go out.
Yeah.
So it's,
Grandma and grandpa, this is the MZ generation.
so yeah, zero privacy, but I'm still appreciating it very much.
Oh, it's cute.
Because it's very
though.
heartwarming.
Yeah.
And especially with the fact that we don't have our parents living around.
Mm.
Yeah, they definitely do fill in for that emptiness inside of you.
I always wanted to experience that,
Did you?
grandparent family
Mm.
moment. But
Mhm.
since we live so far apart and They all passed away back
Oh,
when I was
sorry to
in
hear that.
Latin America. So when I hear about like grandparents, I always get very like, you know,
Oh,
like,
that you
very,
melt, you melt.
Yeah, I like it very much.
It's
Yeah.
always very nice to be in touch with your grandparents. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you: if you had your phone turned off, for example, literally, who do you think the first unread message would be from?
Manager. Don't be like, what's going on? Where are you? Where are you? Oh yeah.
Where art
I mean,
thou?
during the day, I think it's my manager that I contact the most with because we're always like,
contacting each other.
yeah, and like trying to put like schedules together and so on. So yeah, it'll definitely be my manager. At this one point, on my way to HOTBEAT, I was walking my dog without my phone, and apparently I kind of misunderstood the pickup time. So like at this one point, I was walking my dog, and I heard my manager screaming, "You wanna buy?" Because like she was searching for me, and apparently she thought like something happened to me. Because I usually always respond. But like yeah, things like that happen. So she came to pick me up, and then I was not there. So yeah, that could have been a quite troublesome matter. Yeah, but yeah, it would definitely be my manager who's checking up on me right away.
All right, so we were talking about a little side story, and I think this problem also will be sometimes like A or B, you know? Phone off, phone on.
That's very tough. But
I don't know, yeah.
honestly speaking, 95% of the day, we
have
would
our
have to
phones
keep
on.
it on,
Yeah,
of course.
it's always on.
Yeah.
Hello. Anyways, let's get started with today's Thursday segment, Stuck in the Middle, A or B. Ivan, time to introduce the rules for us.
Every week, we give you a very difficult dilemma where you must make a tough choice, and Howon and I will each pick a side.
Right.
The loser will be determined by your messages. We give the topic 1 week earlier, and you pick one of the two given choices and let us know by sending in messages.
Yes.
Whoever gets more messages, either Howon or I will win, and the loser will have to do the punishment.
And we actually might end up picking the same choice. So if the listener's majority's choice is not the same as our choice, then we both get a punishment. But if the listener's majority's choice is the same as our choice, then we are both exempted from the punishment.
Yes.
Right, so today's dilemma is...
The dilemma for today, Stuck in the Middle, A or B, is
go.
this. Pinning music cue. Today's dilemma. Which one would drive you crazier if it was prohibited for you?
Yes.
A. Watching videos on the YT channel. Or option B. Being on social media.
I actually told all of our Hoppy listeners last week that I already made up my mind.
Yes. So,
Definitely going to choose A.
A. That's funny because I also choose A. So
hold on.
Ivan, we
We
picked your choice.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
Like, the only reason you'd be sad for having your phone turned off or running out of battery is because you cannot be on that channel
yes.
and watch some entertaining
Yes.
stuff, contents before going to sleep.
Of course.
Or think about yourself in the rush hour in a subway for an hour and a half, because that's like regular in Korea.
not even like on the rush hours, just like literally
During transportation.
or wherever you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how would you kill time?
I know.
I cannot even, like, I think I would like suffer with like a day off from that channel.
No, it's seriously 2 years ago, I would have answered B. If
Would
you
you?
asked me the same question 2 years ago, I would have answered B. Literally.
Oh, what kind of changed over the last 2 years for you, Howon?
I realized that everything is on the YT.
That's so true.
Because I always thought that everything was on the social media. So you go on social media, you'll be like on their pages and talk about and think about, or like, you know, watch their contents and be like, oh, so this is new and that's new. But then I realized, instead of using the search engines, if you use the YT channel, you can find everything in there.
So true.
All the info is good.
So
and
true.
even the videos are good.
Exactly.
So you can really look at the reviews of those like little things, right? You don't have to like go to like those blogs.
So all the tutorials, all the DIYs.
And it's like right there in your face.
And let's be honest, guys, like some people said we need TV for news and so on, but all the news summary is uploaded on YT. Everything is there. Music. They even have a music platform that comes with it once you're a member. It's like insane. How would you
know.
how would you survive without it?
I know. And especially with music as well. Yeah, I mean, I usually used to use those like music portals as well.
Yeah,
those
streaming
portal
services.
sites, streaming services. But nowadays I use more the YT.
Right? And now that we're so familiar with the whole visual world,
Yeah.
like, we need that video playing.
It is
Because
necessary.
it adds more taste onto the music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely like 99% for A. Like social media, like I can live off an ear.
So would you say that you use your phone the most?
Because there's like an
For video?
analyzer on your phone.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I think I saw that.
I'm pretty sure YT is like high, topping the notch. Probably.
I think
Statistics.
Oh,
Is it?
YT is
Show me,
on
show
the
me, show me,
top
show me.
charts. Yeah.
Yeah, big time. I mean, it's incomparable to your second application. Guys, it is like Howon literally made his phone bigger just for that application. I can tell right now.
Actually, it's also true.
Is it?
Yeah, because I always used to watch my videos very close up because it was small, and I realized that I was like literally looking at like this, like a like a really old person, and so I realized I'm gonna get my eyes damaged someday.
You probably will.
So I was like, I need to get a bigger screen.
Smart move.
Yeah,
and especially when you're in the schedule or waiting in your green room,
Yeah.
you always probably are on your phone.
Probably.
So bigger screen makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
so
a lot of sense.
I look at it this now.
So your
more far
shopping haul has just been justified
my shopping haul.
for your phone. Like flexing a bit.
Yeah, I did.
Very good, very good.
Yes.
But yeah, I do agree with the fact that both of us probably use that application
The most. Yeah.
on a daily basis.
Yeah. Again, especially because there's so many good things out there now.
Exactly. I love travel vlogs.
Ah!
High five. I follow like 5 or 6 travel vloggers.
My bandmates love it too.
I mean, especially now that the borders are closed.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to travel out there.
Yeah.
They kind of like really scratch where you're feeling that itch.
It's so satisfactory to watch those.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It's like, that would be so fun to go to.
So much fun.
And also like those like YT videos with like I think vlogs in general, or like tutorials, or like, this is what I do, those kind of things. I think it's a really good content.
Makes sense. And especially the artists, like they provide a live video, live performances.
Yeah.
And yeah, what a blessing that we have that we can watch these concerts in our bed.
I know. Alrighty, Ru. So, Hobby Fan, we are very curious about what you guys chose. We're going to come back with the messages that you have sent us with your choices made. So, we'll come back very soon with Stuck in the Middle A or B. The song right now is Instagram by Dean. This is Howon HOTBEAT's DJ, and you're listening to Stuck in the Middle A or B with our Thursday's guest, Ivan, here on the studio. Ivan, one more time, what is the dilemma for today?
The dilemma is, which one would drive you crazier if it was prohibited for you? Option A, watching videos on YT, and option B, being on social media.
Yeah, right. It might sound quite similar because YT can be also considered as social media.
So true.
So we'll see what we have. And actually, YT has become a little bit more like social media.
It has. There's
the
like
shorts.
Exactly, the shorts, and then they have like community and like all these like previews and so on.
Yes,
It's quite insane.
All right, so let's find out with what picks our choice. Our picks our fam have made. What is wrong with me today?
That's great.
I'm really excited because you're here. So let's
high
go.
five. There it is. Brenda from Ecuador says, "Howdy, Ivan. Hello. I definitely choose A.
Yes.
I spend most of my time watching YouTube videos, the YT videos, or even listening to music. YT has several tutorials of different things.
I know.
It's always a help for me. For example, I'm working on my thesis. There are many things I don't understand, so I see tutorials as a guideline. I really don't like to read the guide myself. I prefer to watch videos that explain it. So without YT, I would go more than crazy. I would die."
High five, Brenda.
Yes, and thesis. You just brought up the right term. Because when you're studying, especially in grad school, there's so many terms that you're not clear about. You don't want to read like 80-page explanation for the whole definition. If you just watch a video of like 4 minutes, they perfectly draw out what that means.
This is one of the things that I actually watched a lot when I was in college. There was this YT video where this person literally made animation videos and he summarized the whole era of like a history.
Oh,
For
that's so cool.
example, Napoleon. So the whole topic for the day would be Napoleon. And the video would be about Napoleon. These animations would come out, and they were actually really good. And he would do the whole, and it was so well explained.
Yeah, I mean, there are quality contents
Yeah.
uploaded. And once you know, like, although there's shallow information, once you know the great big picture,
it's easier
to read.
for you to read.
There it is. Oh.
It's so much easier for you to read.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
always a very smart step to
'Cause you
watch those
understand
videos. And
the
literally,
whole-
there's every single video that you need
Yeah.
on the YT
I
channel
know.
nowadays.
So we agree with Brenda here,
Yeah,
and she agrees
definitely.
with us.
Great.
Moving on to next, we have AivanPeru from Peru.
Ivan.
Yes, this is Spanish. Let me translate it.
Oh.
Hola, hola, Ivan. Hola, Howon. Para este dilema hoy voy a elegir la opción B.
Oh.
Creo que si prohibieran usar las redes sociales, no nos podríamos comunicar constantemente con las personas que queremos y que no viven cerca de nosotros. Incluso con nuestros artistas favoritos tampoco sabríamos lo que pasa a nuestro alrededor tan rápido, ya que en sí las redes sociales nos tienen informados de muchas cosas de lo que se pasa en el mundo. Cuídense, los queremos, says AivanPeru.
Thank you.
So AivanPeru was saying, first of all, the dilemma, she chose B. The reason why she chose B was because if they prohibited like social media, we wouldn't be able to communicate constantly with the people that we like. For example, my friends and also favorite
That's true.
artists.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
We would never know exactly what they're up to, like daily life basis, and with the fast things that are coming up. I think she says social media would be the fastest way to figure out
What's going on
with that
That's
person.
so true.
Yeah.
But guys, like if I was stuck with that specific YT application, I think I would I would go live like 6 times a day. It's just saying, hello, I'm doing this and that and that. I'm here eating pasta with Howon. I don't know. That would be fun.
That'll be fun too.
Yeah, so don't worry about it, AivanPeru.
But I think like the YT did a really good job with like taking care of that. Not being really into social media, but at the same time, it kind of makes
They're
it
in the
sound-
gray line.
In the
They
gray
are,
line,
yes.
yeah. I think they did a good job with that.
Very, very true.
All right, next message.
I would love to read it. Rossio Valera Chio from Peru says, ¿Qué te volverá más loco? I don't know. Help me out with this, someone, please.
¿Cuál te volvería más loco si te lo prohibieran? A, ver el canal del YT, o B, estar en las redes sociales. Yo escojo las dos porque me encanta estar en YT, ver y escuchar mis canciones favoritas y estar en mis redes sociales. Saludos a todos, besos y abrazos. So actually, Rossio Valera chose both.
Oh.
She likes both to be on YT as well as listening to music in the YT and also look at the social media.
Obviously, that's the best option, to be honest, if you have everything. Yeah.
I guess she could not make a choice and she was stuck in the middle, A or B.
Stuck in the middle A or B, as usual.
She was.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're being a little bit too much extreme right now, right? But still, thank you.
Could you read the next one for us?
Yeah, Cherry from Korea says, I think I can live without YT, but if I cannot use social media, I think I'll feel disconnected from the rest of the world. I always look at my social media first thing in the morning. As for YT, I think it can be replaced by a TV. So I think I can live without it.
Interesting.
Good point.
Good point. Good point.
Very good
So
point.
I guess this is a B?
I guess it is.
Yeah, it's a B. Okay.
It could be replaced by a TV, but it really depends. If you really do enjoy watching videos from specific users on the YT,
Yeah.
that makes the game a little bit different.
It's totally different.
And
I think,
go ahead,
I think
please.
the TV could be replaced with those like streaming applications, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
But not with the YT. YT is very different.
And honestly speaking, I think people have become much more lazier in terms of watching stuff. Because back in the days, we would watch like an hour and a half show just like casually. But nowadays, it just feels so long for some reason. And you just want to watch like the highlight clips.
I know what you mean.
And YT definitely does provide those highlights.
Yeah.
So that might be the reason why we prefer YT. But some people do appreciate that whole plot of a specific show.
Maybe.
Like a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, moving on to our next message. We have Kymm from Peru saying, es difícil, pero estuve trabajando durante un tiempo y llegaba súper cansada a casa, directamente a dormir y durante este tiempo no pude estar pendiente de nada y de lo que más extrañé fue ver las actualizaciones de Double24 en YT. Así que escojo la opción A. Sería realmente difícil para mí no poder acceder a YT y no poder ver el contenido y presentaciones de Double24. Hace poco me hice fan de Aivan también, así que necesito ver su contenido. No pueden quitarme YT. So Kymm was saying, it's been a long time since I've not actually watched the YT channel because I've been having a hard time with work and all that stuff and sleeping late. But the most thing that I missed about was the new uploads that Double24 has uploaded on their YT channel.
Of course, we
always upload new stuff. But anyways, she chose A because I think YT are good places where you can watch the contents and the presentations or like the performances that her favorite artist did, just as Double24. And also, she has become a new fan of Aivan.
Oh, thank you, Kymm.
So, yes.
I love you.
Yes, she cannot leave out YT with that.
Agreed.
All right.
Agreed. Okay, next up we have Raul from Argentina says, Hola, hola, Juancito y Ivancito.
Yes.
For this week, the answer is so easy to me, and I pick A. Because I checked YouTube, YT to see visual radio of stations, check new comebacks, variety shows, those accounts, idols, agencies, different genre of music. Everything is on the YT channel, and I don't like it at all if I'm prohibited to see it. SNS is not that important to me. It's only a distraction to me, and I cannot live without it. Feliz semana, los quiero.
Yes. Just like Raul, I definitely can live without the SNS.
Yes.
But the YT has become...
It's just too big. For me, it's a shower necessity for me. Shower essential. I always leave on those informative videos or music playlists. It just makes your shower so much more nicer.
Of course.
Every morning.
Of course.
So nice.
It's so necessary.
Exactly.
I always have the YT on.
Exactly. Especially with music too. Nowadays, people don't really search into them often. They have these playlists curated for them.
Yeah.
And you discover new songs.
So good.
Through those channels. So that's good.
All right, so we have a couple of A's, couple of B's. I think we're literally going on the middle here.
Yes, it's about Sam.
Oh, yes. That's a Korean term, guys.
Yes.
Just FYI.
It's like about the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay. We'll listen to a song and we'll be back with more messages. The song is 영화 한 편 찍자, movie by Penomeco. You guys are listening to our Thursday segment with Aivan stuck in the middle. A or B? Today's dilemma was again, which one would drive you crazier if it was prohibited for you? A was watching the YT videos and B was being on social media. We both chose A. Watching videos on YT. And I guess the reason was just everything is on the YT.
Exactly.
We don't really need the social media anymore. So we're moving on to the messages.
Yes, Angie from Colombia says, Hi guys, I choose B. I think I can relate to this dilemma since these days I don't have Wi-Fi at home and I haven't been able to use YT. Fortunately, I still have a bit of internet on my phone, but only for social media. By the way, I want to thank the Gosu family for keeping me up to date with everything about HOTBEAT and W24 these days.
Aww.
Oh, and I would like that the punishment for the loser is that you guys sing the Kiyomi song.
Yes, our Aivan 형 귀요미.
Our Hodi is very, very Kiyomi song.
We should move on. Katherine from Peru says, Hola Hodi, hola Aivan, es bueno escucharlos juntos. La opción que elijo es la A. No soy mucho de redes sociales. En tiempos libres suelo estar en YT escuchando música o viendo series que me parecen entretenidas. Así que me voy por primera opción. Right. So she also chose A. When she's on her free time, she doesn't usually go to the social media, but usually goes to the YT.
Yes, to consume.
Hello.
You
That's
hear us?
Me. Yes.
Very true.
Okay,
moving on. We have Mine writing in from Turkey saying, hello, beautiful people, dear Aivan and Howon. I chose B. Yes, again, I chose by elimination. There is usually an alternative to what I eliminated.
Okay.
It's okay if I cannot watch video platform because there are other websites as alternatives. I can watch from wherever whatever I watched before, video platform, no problem for me at all. But staying away from social media can bother me a little bit because I have friends and people that I love whom I do not have their phone numbers. Makes sense.
Right.
And I am talking with them on social media. If social media is prohibited for me, I would absolutely miss them so very much.
This actually would be very true, especially with the MZ generation.
Yeah.
I heard that many people use the DMs
Yeah,
to
including
contact
myself.
each other.
Yeah.
Not even through phone
Those,
calls or the
messaging
messages or whatever it
applications.
is. But
Exactly.
usually kids these days use the DMs.
And for
a
some
lot.
reason, even for myself, looking back on my daily lives, it feels much more easier to contact via DM.
Really?
For some reason, because usually you find a friend or a family member or someone, an acquaintance, posting stories, right? And then once you just see that story, you find it appealing, you just press heart or you just say, hey, what's up? And it's just so casual. It's like you've opened up to me beforehand. It just feels like that.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
Maybe. Makes sense.
Yeah, was I too honest?
I guess you are.
Yeah, I mean, those casual conversations, I find them very...
Time wasting?
Yeah.
It was just, I saw it coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has their own different preferences.
Yeah.
I enjoy small talks.
That's right.
I
And
think
also
that's the
maybe it's
reason why.
because I don't have an Instagram account official yet.
Oh, so true.
Maybe that's why I don't feel the
So
necessity
true,
to
so true. I totally agree with you. And I also agree with Minnie on the fact that especially if you have friends all over the world, right? Like you have your friends back in Peru, I have my friends back in Canada. It's really difficult to catch up with them.
It is.
And the good thing about social media is that they leave traces of their recent news on their posts or stories or so on. So I guess...
So there you can see they're up to this or they're up
exactly.
to that.
You guys are not in touch, but you are somehow in touch.
I get it.
Because you guys keep updating yourselves.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the cool part of it.
All right, next we have Paulina from Finland saying, hello, Howon and Aivan. This time I choose A. I recently started watching videos there, so it would make me crazy if I was prohibited watching it right. There are so many things that I haven't watched yet, and being prohibited for social media wouldn't be that bad for me. Over the time, I would eventually live without it, and same time living without it would probably make me happier.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Some people say you need to go on those little detox. And they would stay away from their
social media.
Yeah, exactly. And they would only use their email application
to
keep in contact.
I think I did that for my phone.
Ed Sheeran does that.
Oh.
Have you heard? He stays away from phone for a whole year after promotion.
Really?
And he only contacts via a mailing application with his managers and so on.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Pretty stubborn. But I think that's where he gets all the creativity. Right? Don't you think so?
I think if I was Ed Sheeran and if I had that chance to do so, I would actually feel very focused to my music.
I think so too.
To my daily life.
So I believe after his Divide album, he took a year off with his girlfriend to travel across the world with no phone.
Oh, that is so cute.
And he was on a hiatus for a whole year, and he comes back with an amazing album. So that was a very smart move that he made.
Interesting.
Anyways,
okay.
Last but not least, we have Tasin from Bangladesh saying, I choose B. Frankly, I would choose neither because as I've started working, I don't have time for social media or YT. I just play games when I get any free time. I just upload videos and photos on social media. I don't even look at what others do on the social media. IG is usually the only place for me to keep myself updated with K-pop content and merch content.
Okay, I see.
So yeah, she's not a heavy user, definitely.
Especially for the YT, I guess.
And she only uses the IG channel for K-pop
uploading
news,
stuff,
which is
right.
great because K-pop really is working on the IG channel.
That's true. Okay, so now it's time for finally check out the results. I am very excited to see who's going to be the winner for today. It's either our hobby fam or us. PD님, drum rolls, please. So which toys did the hobby family pick? Hey!
Boy. You know what? Reading all these stories, I kind of felt nervous.
Because you thought it was going to be B.
Yeah, and
It was a very close call.
what was it?
114 A's and 99
Oh,
B's.
wow, that was a close one.
Around like 15 votes difference.
That was a very, very, very close one. So thank goodness.
I know.
Long live YT.
Because the first, I actually also voted for this on the IG.
Me too.
And the first time I saw it, the percentage was for B. And I thought I was going to lose. But no.
But you stuck to your initial decision.
Of course.
And we finally won.
Yes.
That's great. So the winner for today is Ivan and Howon.
And well, all the people who chose A too.
Yes, thank you all for keeping us exempted
so
from the punishment.
No punishment for today.
Yes,
we'll do the punishment that we recommended today next time.
We will do so.
Let's check out next week's dilemma.
The next week's dilemma is, if you had to date one of the following people, who would you date?
Okay.
Option A, someone who wants to work out with you for at least 2 hours every day. Wow, what an option. Option number 2, B is someone who wants to study with you for at least 2 hours every day. Interesting topic.
I already made my choice.
I think you did. I think I know what choice you're going with today. But anyways, make your choice between A and B and message us your choice and explanations why. You can send in your message through Hotbeat's message board on our radio website, or you can just send a DM to Hotbeat's Instagram account, Hotbeat0409. But please make sure to write A or B in front of your stories.
This is going to be a very interesting competition, guys. And also, I'm pretty sure many of our Hotbeat listeners are going also, I'm so stuck in the middle, A or B. Should I go with workout or for studying?
But guys, remember, this is 2 hours every day.
Yep.
Every day.
Right. Think about it, guys. Come on.
Please do so.
I think the answer is obvious. Anyways, let's move on. We have a song to listen to, and we'll say goodbye to Ivan. The song is Curious by Ivan. So I'll see you next week.
I will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
It is time for us to wrap up part 1. The last song we have of part 1 is 다시 겨울이야, Another Winter by Park Jang-yeon. Stay tuned for part 2.
Follow my beat, I'm with you. Every step we're grooving. Follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
Welcome to the second hour of Hotbeat. I'm Hotbeat's DJ Howon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Now, for part 2, we have our 3 daily segments. It's going to be Ssup, the TMI Quiz, Who Knows, and also That's the Reason. So guys, please stay tuned. 2 songs right now we have to listen to. They are Fall in Love by Song Ha-young from Promise 9 and 처음 하는 말, The First Words by Song Yu-bin. Hola, Ssup. Hello everyone, how was your day today? So we are here to talk about what you guys saw, felt, ate, and talk about. It is time for you to share your life stories with me, DJ Howon. So one of our sub stories, well actually one of our listeners will share their sub story for today, and that story will be talking about how their day was, how they spent the day, what they ate, who they met, etc. So let's go straight into today's sub story. This is in Spanish, so I'll be translating it for all of our happy fam. Brenda from Ecuador says, ho ho hodi DJ. Ha sido un largo tiempo, como un siglo sin ti. Oh, es un poquito tarde, solo un poquito tarde, pero bienvenido de vuelta. Estos días estuve pensando cómo yo era antes. Toda mi vida he sido súper tímida y antisocial. No podía mirar a las personas a los ojos, aún me es difícil. Pero siento que ahora poco a poco la timidez está desapareciendo. Menciono esto porque me sorprende que actualmente pueda conocer tantas personas maravillosas y de todas partes del mundo. Gracias a W24, gracias a Howon y gracias a Hotbeat, a cada una de las personas en la familia de Gosu, a quienes aprecio mucho, y a la familia de Hotbeat por ser tan agradables. Siempre pienso mucho que puede pensar la otra persona con mis acciones o palabras, pero ahora intento dejar esos pensamientos a un lado, Howon. ¿Cómo eras en tu adolescencia? So, Brenda was saying, DJ Howon, I know it's been a long time. It was like a century without you. A little bit late, just a little bit, just a tad. But I just wanted to say, welcome back. Thank you very much. Yes. These days, she says, these days I've been thinking about how I used to be. My whole life, I was very, very shy. And I was very antisocial. And I actually couldn't watch people's eyes. I always thought to myself that I was very shy, but little by little, and I was able to really get rid of my shyness. I tell you this because recently I was able to meet such marvelous people around the world, especially thanks to Double Train 4, thanks to Hwon, thanks to HOTBEAT. I was able to meet the Gosu fam, and also the HOTBEAT fam, and you guys are so, so nice, she says. And I always think to myself, I actually used to always think to myself about the actions and the words that other people say, or I did as well. But now I don't try to think about any of those. So, Hwon, how were you in your adolescence? Asks Brenda. First of all, thank you very much for the welcome back. Although it is a tad late, it's okay. Of course, it's okay. Always glad to be able to be welcomed back, right? I am very similar to you, Brenda. I wonder what your MBTI is and your blood type is. I am an INFJ. I am very introverted. Always been an I, never been an E. But I wanted to tell you that I also could not watch people's eyes. It was like, you just feel like intimidated, right? I completely understand what you mean. But recently I've also changed like you did. This is actually pretty interesting because our Gosu fam, our fans, and I are actually going in the similar, I guess, season. I've been able to not think about the actions and the words other people always say. The reason why I always listen to the piano instrumentals before I go to bed is because I always thought about all those like, useless thoughts that come to your mind before you go to bed, and really makes you stressed. And nowadays, I was able to sleep without the music because I don't think about anything much these days. What I decided to do is to become just very natural and very spontaneous on the spot. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to live as. I'm not saying like I'm just like letting everything go and do nothing. No, that's not it. It's just that, for example, like, if I feel bad about something, I'll be like, oh, I feel so bad about this. I express myself in the spot and don't like overthink it too much on my own and then process it and think about it this way and that way and then come up with my own solution. It's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, it's too much work. The answer could just be like right in front of you, and you might be like overthinking it too much and, going crazy a bit. So, yeah. So all those people who are very shy and who are very critical thinkers or think too much, don't. Yeah, that's my recommendation for you. Please don't do that. When I was a little kid, I used to do this much, just like you did, Brenda. A lot. And I always thought to myself that everything revolved around me. But you know what? Although your life does revolve around you, I think it's okay to be a little bit self-centered. But what I'm saying is that people around you are so good to you and so loving to you that you don't have to be so shy about everything. You can just open up yourself to what they have to say to you, right? Okay. Very good, Brenda. Thank you very much for the message. We're now moving on to the TMI quiz. The song right now is going to be 별 따러 가자, Catch the Stars by 우아. From K-stars to K-culture, that's now the center of the world. We solve too much information quizzes that aren't too obvious. TMI quiz, who knows? Now, time to start our second daily segment, the TMI quiz. HOTBEAT fam, if you know the answer, there are two ways for you to send in your answers. First of all, we have our HOTBEAT's website send message board, and second of all, we have our HOTBEAT's Instagram. You can DM us with the correct answers. So, from Monday through Sunday, we will draw one winner among those who answer correctly, and the winner will be receiving my selfie via email. I want you guys to check out the announcement board after Sunday show ends because the winners will be uploaded then and there. Very good. So here's today's quiz for TMI quiz. Who knows? Let's get started. The question for today is this one. 미래소년 or MIRAE has made a comeback with their third mini album, Marvelous. That's what the title of the album is. Their title song by the same title talks about the world from Mars' point of view. It is a song that says MIRAE aspires to open up and lead a new world. So today's quiz is about MIRAE. One of the members, 손동표, MIRAE's role model is IU. There's one thing that he gave to IU when he met her in person. What is it? Number 1 is a signed CD of MIRAE, or number 2, a handwritten letter. So cute. I think both of these are really cute. If I was able to meet, Taeyeon ever, I would actually do the same thing. I'll be like, can I have your signature, please? Or the other one is, or actually give her a CD of mine. Be like, hi, my name is Howon from W4. Here's a CD of us. Thank you very much for listening. Those kind of things. Or actually literally write a handwritten letter. Like all fans do. You know how fans like to write those letters? I would actually write that one as well. Anywho, if you know the answer, happy fan, please do send them in. What do you think Son Dong-pyo gave IU? Either a signed CD of MIRAE or a handwritten letter? Please to send your answers, okay? We have a song to listen to. Let's give a listen to that song, Marvelous by 미래소년. Now moving on to That's the Reason. It is time to listen to 3 songs based on a theme every day. Remember, it's a playlist made by us only for you, but today we actually have a message from one of our listeners. So a message from you to us. Very good. So today's That's the Reason is from Saritta. The message says, hello, my hottie. Well, my recommendations only do share similarities in one word. I don't know, but these songs came to my mind, so I wanted to share with you in this cold weather. My first recommendation, Epicai's song called It's Cold featuring hehe. Second recommendation, It's Cold by Songjiun. And third song, I'm Cold by Kim Songju. The lyrics are so touching. Hope that all hotbeaties. Oh, this is a cute way to call our hotbeat fam. Hotbeaties. We'll enjoy them. Thank you, says Saritta. So, first song again we're going to listen to is 춥다. It's Cold by Epica featuring hehe. Second song, 추워요. It's Cold by Songjiun. And the third song, Kim Songju's I'm Cold. So let's first give them a listen and I'll talk about them more in detail. So today's That's the Reason was cold songs recommended by Saritta. I guess all the titles had the word cold in it. So let's talk about them more in detail. Let's first talk about 춥다. It's Cold by Epicai featuring hehe. This was released in 2012. This was a B-side track of Epicai's 7th album, and it's a song about a couple who kept loving and hurting each other and is now incapable of having normal feelings for each other. Ooh, very, very cold. No wonder it's literally the title of the song, It's Cold, right? Yeah, I can actually feel that just by listening to the explanation of the song. All right, so you guys all know that Epicai is a really, really famous, group of guys who sing and rap, and Tablo is in that group. He's an amazing producer and lyricist. So I guess this song, It's Cold, was also a huge hit back then. That 7th album was a huge hit, I think, in general. Moving on, we had 추워요, It's Cold by Songjiun. This was also released in 2012. This was actually the soundtrack of the drama 부탁해요 캡틴, the Take Care of Us Captain, starring 구혜선. This was the first soundtrack ever sung by Songjiun, the main vocalist of Secret. I really loved her songs. For example, 미친 거니 was a really good one. And also, 예쁜 나이 25살. I think it was 25 years old. Beautiful year of 25 years old. Anyways, it was the year where she turned 25 and she actually sang this song. It was a really good song too. She got a lot of the attention because of her tone, because her voice was very special. And I've actually seen her recently this YT video, and she actually looks really, really good. I think she's still singing, so check out the albums that she has released until now, okay? Next, we had Kim Songju, I'm Cold. This was released in 2020. The title track of Kim Songju's third solo mini album, I'm Cold. This was a song about feeling cold and empty and hopeless after you have lost something precious. Right. I guess the feeling of loneliness, feeling of emptiness was explained through the song called I'm Cold, right? Alrighty, Ru. Thank you so much for actually giving us a recommendation, Sarita. I enjoyed the cold songs. Yeah, not many times do I think about, oh, I should listen to maybe like a cold song. Yeah, I usually think about like winter songs or summer songs. But this is the first time I think about like cold songs. So thank you very much for sharing. Okay, we have a song to listen to. It is The Love Inside by Tomorrow. Now, it is time for us to reveal the answer for today's TMI quiz. Who knows? The question we had was this one. What did 손동표 of 미래소년 give to IU in person? He's a huge fan, right? Number one, a signed CD of 미래소년, or number two, a handwritten letter. And the answer is the handwritten letter. Actually, 손동표님, I completely understand. I agree with you. So 손동표 looks up to IU and consider her his role model because IU always takes good care of the people working for her and always talks about her own life through music. That's why he gave her a 2-page handwritten letter when he met her in person. So cute, but at the same time, I actually understand. My letter would be even longer, I think. More than 2 pages, probably. All right, thank you very much for actually the answer. Yes. So to all the Hoppy listeners who did send in your answers, thank you very much for those guys as well. Remember, it was number 2, a handwritten letter. Hope you guys check out who's going to be the winner on our announcement board after Sunday show ends. Very good. We have 2 songs to listen to. 마음을 드려요, Give You My Heart by IU, and 너를 만나, Me After You by Kymm. It is time for us to wrap up already. We'll say goodbye with the ending song 비처럼 음악처럼, Like Rain, Like Music by Kymm. I am DJ Howon, your hoodie, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on HOTBEAT. Goodbye.